All right, finally, Corvette Z06, Z07 package, stage 3 aero, manual, full kit and caboodle, figure 8 time is about to happen. We've got stability control off because in my experience it's a little too aggressive. And we're actually gonna go for a lap time this time instead of drifting around. I'm probably gonna be a bit more quiet than normal because this is a big boy car. It's a very powerful, very capable car, and it's gonna take some concentration to get going around. I'm probably gonna screw up a few times, but you know, that's why we do these tests. As always, the tires are cold when we start, so the first few laps I'm gonna try to get some heat in them. As you can see, just even turning in, it's getting them loose. Beautiful noise. Past experience doing the figure 8 in this car, it's nice. With the manual, the gears are spaced in such a way that you don't have to shift, and shifting takes time, which ultimately hurts the figure 8 lap. So let's pretty much do this in second gear the whole time. It's a low gear when you got this kind of power and this kind of car, but that's the nature of this handling course. Quit drifting, stop drifting. Oops, too hot. Too slow on the correction, too hot on the throttle, and that's what happens. there's gonna be something in there. So, yeah, this is a serious car. Very serious car. It demands a lot of concentration. But you can almost fall into sort of this nice focused state where all you see is the road in front of you and all you focus on is your throttle inputs, your steering input, and your brake. It's a nice feeling when you can achieve that sort of focus on the car, driving it. Man, it's powerful. It's pretty good on throttle when coming out of the corner. You have to be very careful with your throttle application because there's so much torque. So much torque. But as you can see, it's pretty easy to control on power. The part that I was having the most difficulty was the transition from corner entry, like the braking entry phase into the steady state phase. So you're hard on the brakes, that's fine. You turn in, and then there's that handoff between turn in and steady state cornering around the skid pad. And I know I can brake harder than I was. I could go into the corner faster, but during that transition into steady state, I would always end up with this oversteer, and that would slow me down. That's ultimately what caused me to spin on the corner we just drove through. So, you know, going into the corner like this, I could lean on these brakes, and these tires are fantastic, but right about here, I would pick up some oversteer, and that's off throttle, just steering into the corner, waiting for the car to load up. And as it's sort of rolling over, it doesn't roll over a lot, but as it sort of gets onto that steady state cornering behavior, it tended to default to this really minor oversteer. And you know, it's okay if the car's set up that way, but I could be faster into the corner if I didn't have to anticipate that mid-corner oversteer. I could brake a lot later. I was entering here probably in the high 40-mile-an-hour range, turning in, I'd pick up the oversteer and I have to wait for it. And you probably saw my hands like, come on, come on, come on. It's like, stop oversteering. I want to go fast with this corner. And if I could tune a bit of that out, I could be braver and really use the car's tires to tire grip, the massive tire grip we have. I could use that for higher cornering speeds. It's a mega car. This is a crazy, absolutely just bizarre machine. Owner oil temp has creeped up quite a bit. Wow, that oil temp went up quite a bit. Figure eight's hard on cars. It doesn't leave them a lot of room to cool down, doesn't give them a lot of time to breathe, which is kind of a bummer because we see a lot of tire wear, aggressive brake wear, aggressive engine temperatures. And the Z06 is one where you see the temps creep up pretty quickly, oil temps in particular creep up. It's not in the red, but it is approaching that. I wonder how much longer we could have gone at that pace. I wonder how much longer I could have gone at that pace. I'm pretty tired after all that. That took some focus. I'm sweating. That took some determination. Overall thoughts, you know, the braking performance and the tire grip on this car is outstanding. The power is just incredible. The on-power behavior when you're adding on throttle, it's just the diff makes it so easy to control this car. You can get that little oversteer out of the corner and still get into the throttle. I was being pretty sloppy on some of those corner exits, but I could still get out of the corner with some, you know, predictability and with some control and with some fun, even though it probably looked sloppy. It's that mid-corner oversteer that I think I'd like to take a bit of that out, and I think that would make the car faster. Man, what a car! What a car!